Hey guys, it's Tuesday. That means that today you're working on the first draft of your paragraph for our writing prompt back to school. So I'm going to walk you through my thought process and how I do it so you can follow that thought process and complete your own first draft. Let's get started. So first, let's look at the instructions for Tuesday. It says Tuesday, slide 2, write a first draft, 10 points. Type a first draft of your paragraph. It should be a minimum of 5 sentences. Use the ideas from your brainstorming to write. So I'm going to go to the assignment, go back to the Google Slides, and then I'm going to go to the draft. So this is where I'll type my first draft where it says draft, slide 2. So my ideas yesterday, if you remember, they were there on the board. I have them. You should have them in your first slide. I was nervous about being online. I was nervous but excited about meeting new friends and family, but I was also happy to have my students. So when you're writing, your first sentence should always introduce the topic. So the topic is feelings about going back to school. So I may start my paragraph out with something like, I have a lot of different feelings about going back to school this year, period. Don't forget your periods. So my first sentence introduces the topic, and I went ahead and typed it up. I have a lot of different feelings about going back to school this year, period. That sentence tells the reader what I'm talking about, so they're not wondering, what is this person talking about? Then I'm going to take my brainstorming draft to complete my second sentence. So the first thing I have is I was nervous about being online. So my second sentence could go something like, we're starting school online, and that makes me very nervous. So then I type my second sentence right after my first one. We are starting school online, and that makes me very nervous. Now it's time for sentence number 3. I'm going to continue to look at my brainstorming chart to see what my ideas were to include in my paragraph. So my second idea was that I was nervous still, but excited about meeting new families. So in my third sentence, I'm going to take that idea from my brainstorming cloud, and I'm going to put it as my third sentence. So since I already said nervous, I can either think of another word for nervous, or I can put I am also nervous about. I think I'm going to do that. I am also nervous about meeting my new students and their families. However, I am also excited about that. Now I have my third sentence. I am also nervous about meeting my new students and their families. However, I am also excited about that. I'm already almost done. I'm on sentence number 4. So the last idea that I had on my brainstorming chart was that I am happy to have my students. So for sentence number 4, I took that idea from my brainstorm and I said, I am so happy to have students again though, ! So now I'm on sentence number 5, which can be my last sentence, but if you have more to write, you can write more. But your last sentence should always close out the paragraph. It shouldn't just stop abruptly. It should actually kind of recap what you were talking about. So I'm thinking I could write something like, this school year may be crazy and different from all the others, but it's going to be a great one. And with that, I have my 5th and final sentence. Again, this school year may be crazy and different, but it's going to be a great one. So let's recap. This is my paragraph. I have a lot of different feelings about going back to school this year. We are starting school online, and that makes me very nervous. I am also nervous about meeting new students and their families. However, I am also excited about that. I am so happy to have students again, though. This school year may be crazy and different, but it's going to be a great one. And with that, I have my 5-sentence requirement, and I'm done for the day. Now tomorrow, I'm going to focus on fixing any mistakes I made, but for today, we're done. Have a good one.